Trackers and planar trackers are an amazing way to take all of the graphics that we are using, like text, images, animations, and seamlessly integrate them into the story. It's a very simple way of making your videos look more professional and keeping your audience more engaged. For this example, we are going to use the clip that I showed on the intro. It's from a Minecraft video that I did recently. The first thing that we want to do is change to the Fusion tab. Usually, if this is the only clip that you have, you can just click on the Fusion tab and it's going to move you to it. In case you have more clips and things going on, it's going to open the most top one. So if that's the case, just right click on it, open in Fusion page. In here we have already media in and media out. Media in is basically the original clip. Media out is going to be the resulting clip after all of the effects and everything. What we want to do first is click on the media in and then Control spacebar, and it's going to open this select tool. In here we want to look for the tracker and we want to use the basic one, the one at the bottom. This one is used to track objects specifically, so we can move ahead where there is the object that we want to track. And you can see on screen there is already a little box. This is basically where we want to aim the tracker at. I'm personally going to track this little detail there, so it should track the box quite well. And once we are here, on the top right corner on the inspector, make sure the inspector is open. If it's not, just click on the name and it should display it. And here on the right side there is a button called Track Forward. We just click on it and wait for a little bit. It's going to take a few seconds, but it's usually not too bad. So now that it's done tracking, we want to go back to the start of the tracking and click on the other button, the track reverse. This is going to track it until the start. And the reason we're doing this is because on this clip specifically, this box is going to disappear, so there is no really good way to track the start of it. It's usually better to track from the middle forward and from the middle backwards. Now that we have it tracked, we can already see the pathing that the tracker already made. What we want to use is a text that is using this pathing. So first of all, we want to create a text. There is this icon with a T that is going to generate a text. Alternatively, we can Control space again and just search for text. Be the text, an image, or whatever you want to add to it. With this text, we're going to grab the little square box on the right side and drag it in front of the tracker. This is going to give us a merger, which is basically a way to merge layers. Because the media in is on the yellow side, this means this is on the background, and because the text is on the green side, this means it's on the foreground. This means the text is going to display on top of the original clip. For this example, we're going to click package. So now that we have the text on the inspector side, we can go to layout, and where it says center XY, we want to right click on center. We go to connect to the bottom one that says tracker 1 IntelliTrack 1 path, and we click on position. This is going to connect the coordinates of the text to the pathing that we just made. And because we added text independently with a merger, we can go to the merger, and for example, because the text looks a little bit upwards respective to the package, we can adjust it further here. We can lower it, maybe we can move it to the left or to the side. I usually prefer having on different measures and different layers because of that. And this is pretty much it. This tracker is already working as we wanted to. Obviously we will have to do something at the start before the package arrives, but the tracking is working perfectly. The next method requires a couple more steps, but it's honestly as simple as the one before. We want to use Control spacebar again, and we search again for tracker, but this one we want to use the planar tracker. This planar tracker is basically drawing an area, and it's going to try to track the angle of that area respective to the camera. For example, we want to add a text on this frog, but we want it to have the same perspective as this frog. So we are going to draw a little box around the frog. And for this example, I'm going to use the main body of the frog because it has a few things poking out of it. Yeah, I think this looks good. So now that we have the area selected, we want to go to the right side, and where it says tracker, instead of point, we want to use hybrid point area. It's a bit more reliable in my opinion. And where it says reference time, I want to click on set. This is going to set it to the current frame that we are in. So once all of those things are set up, all we have to do is click on the track to end. This might take a bit longer than the one before, but it's usually not too bad either. And you can already see it's tracking the angle quite well. Okay, now that it's done, we want to click on the other one, the track to start. This is going to go backwards, but we want to make sure we track the little frames that we missed on the start. Alright, and that's done. So now that we have it completely tracked, we want to add another text like before. You can use the icon, or with Ctrl spacebar, you can search for the track, for the text. But instead of connecting it to the pathing like we did before, the Planar tracker has a button that says create Planar transform. So we click on this one, and it's going to give us this little thing. Now that we have the Planar transform, we don't need the tracker anymore, so we can simply remove this one and just connect it to the media out. And we grab the Planar transform, like we did before with the text, and we place it in front of the media in, so it creates a merger for us. And from there we grab the text and connect it to the yellow side of the Planar transform. This basically means that we want to transform the angle, the proportions and everything of the text with all of the data that this Planar transform has. So here we can, for example, call it froggy. We can place maybe a different text, adjust it maybe in front of the frog or something. And why not, we can even add a shadow. Sure, that looks good. So you can already see the text is a little bit altered because it's trying to keep the perspective that we just tracked. And if we move it around, it's quite obvious. And even on this big movement, it keeps the proportions quite well. We will adjust it further, for example, the F, maybe it should be a little bit to the left, but overall it did quite a good job. And this is basically it, honestly. It's quite an easy concept once you learn how to do it, and it just requires a couple of buttons and setups to do. It's fairly simple, but I think it goes quite a long way. It makes all of the graphics and everything feel a lot more connected with the video. It makes the video look a bit more professional, and it's not too much hassle to set up. It's quite a simple concept. I hope this tutorial has been helpful, and if you want to smooth things out even further, like animations, text, transitions and all of that, my next video is going to be all about it. It's going to be about using the easy now and how to touch splites on the Vision page to make things a lot smoother. But thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you all on the next one. Bye bye!